Yo, what up, world? 502 King Paul. I hope y'all having a blessed day, man. So, the topic of today's video is the importance of knowing when to let it go. The importance of knowing when to let it go. See, so many people are holding on to relationships that are simply not working out. So many people are holding on to grudges and wanting an apology from someone that will never apologize to them. So many people are holding on to something that God has shown us time and time again that it is not within His will. I think that this is a very, very important message because we live in a world where people speak a lot about manifestation, speaking things into existence. And if you pray on it long enough, then whatever it is that you ask for, God will allow it to happen. And I think that it's important that we draw a fine line on those types of things, because it gets to a point where if God has told you no so many times, if God has shown you so many times that you have no control, you have no power over this situation, and you continue to try to be the one in control, now we're trying to play God. A lot of people don't realize that speaking things into existence and manifestation, yes, in some ways, it's a positive thing. But when you continue to go against what it is that God has intended and what's within God's will, you border on the line of witchcraft. And I know we're around Halloween now, and when people hear witchcraft, they think of, the old ugly woman and a pointed hat, and, she's just casting spells and this and that. But you have to realize that witchcraft is something that was spoken on a lot in the Bible. And it's not you wearing, black clothes and doing this and that. It's you trying to have influence and manipulating people and things into being how it is that you want them to be. We have to realize that some things are simply outside of our control. And once you realize this, and once you start to move accordingly in your life, it becomes a lot less stressful. There was a song that used to come on the radio every single morning. Some of y'all may be too young to remember this, but there was a song that used to come on the radio, and it's called Jesus Can Work It Out. And some of y'all will immediately remember this. It used to come on the radio every single morning. And in this song, there's a woman singing, and she says, if you let Him, He'll work it out. Jesus can work it out. I gave it over to Jesus. I gave it over to the Lord, and He worked it out. He's already working it out. It's a lot of situations in our life where, we're struggling mentally. We're breaking ourselves down physically. Just spiritually, we have this huge burden on us because we want to change and manipulate things to be how we want them to be in this exact moment, not realizing that God's already working out a lot of the issues that you have in life if you allow Him to. If you allow Him to govern your life and you trust in the Lord, He will work out your situations that you have. Don't break yourself down. Don't put yourself through unnecessary stress in life because you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay this bill. You're trying to figure out how you're going to help this person change their life. You're trying to figure out how you can get whatever it is right now in your life, and you're getting frustrated. You're feeling down. You're feeling depressed now because things are not turning out how you want it. But what we have to realize is that God doesn't just work in the present. He's also working in the future. So a lot of things that we want right now that we're not getting our way is for a reason. It's a reason why God has things the way that He has them in your life. You may be trying to hold on to something right now in your life that God is pulling away from you, or God is saying no to. There may be opportunities that come up in your life, and you feel so down and depressed when you don't get that opportunity, when you don't get that job, when that relationship doesn't work out. But you don't realize that God is working for the greater good of Him, and He also is working for the good of you. Everything that goes on in your life is going to benefit you. Even the bad things that happen in your life, even those things that you cannot control, that you want to control, God is using those things, those elements, that stress, that test that you're going through in life. God is using that to build you up for your future. I'm a testament to this. And there's so many things that, I found myself questioning God earlier on in life. Well, God, why am I going through this? Why am I having to go through these hard times? Why do I have to go through this heartache? And only time revealed later on, years down the road, that this is why he did that. I'm going through this test now, and I can get through this test. I know I can get through this test because I had that test 5 years ago. I had that test 8 years ago. 10 years ago, I had this test, and I didn't even realize it was a pre-test for what it is that I'm going through right now. God is building you up for a greater purpose. And when you try to pray your way into a quick fix, when you try to bypass what it is that God is testing you on, sometimes, man, your blessing is in that test. Your blessing is in that pain that you are going through right now. Even though you can't see it, God already knows I have this in store for him or her 5, 10 years from now, 15, 20 years from now, and I'm putting them through this now because it's for their good. In the future, they'll be able to work through these things. They'll be able to overcome what it is, those future tests down the road. I hope that this video is confirmation for some people. I hope that this video is positive confirmation for what it is that you are going through in your life. That things are going to be okay. Things are going to work out. It may not be perfect today, but God is building you for tomorrow. Hey, man, I hope that there's something in this video that y'all needed to hear. I hope that, this message touches your heart. If you're going through something right now, if you're going through a hard time, if you're going through trials, tests, tribulations of life, man, I hope that this video is inspiration and motivation for you to hang in there and know that your test today is preparing you for tomorrow. It's 502 King Power. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed day, man. I'm out.